Wait, don't scroll. I want to ask you something that might change the way you see everything. Do you believe that being good keeps you safe? That kindness shields you? That generosity earns loyalty and honesty earns respect? If you answered yes to any of that, brace yourself, because you've been told one of the most dangerous lies in human history. The biggest mistake people make is thinking goodness equals safety. But here's the cold truth. Goodness burns. It consumes your relationships, your career, your dreams, everything you've built. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He watched kind rulers crumble, noble leaders destroyed, and generous souls betrayed by the very people they helped. And he wrote it all down. Today, I am revealing his hidden truth, the brutal cost of being good. You're about to see why your kindness may be the reason you feel weak, why people don't respect your good heart, they exploit it. And most importantly, how to turn your goodness from your greatest vulnerability into your strongest weapon. Let's be clear. I'm not telling you to be cruel. I'm not asking you to hurt anyone. What I'm showing you is how to be strategically good, not blindly good. Because in a world full of wolves, the sheep don't survive. The shepherds do. Type this in the comments. I choose strategic goodness, because from this moment, everything changes. Think of the kindest person you know. Now be honest. Are they truly respected? Or are they just the one everyone calls when they need something? That's the dark side of goodness. It doesn't always protect you. It exposes you. When you're endlessly kind, people start predicting you. They know you won't fight back. They know you'll always say yes. They know they can push you around because you're too nice to stop them. You become the office doormat, the friend who always pays the bill, the family member who sacrifices themselves to keep everyone else comfortable. I once knew a man like that best manager I ever met. He carried his team on his back, covered their mistakes, worked late to protect them. Guess who got promoted? Someone else. Because nice doesn't look like leader. It looks like servant. Here's the truth. People don't respect endless kindness. They use it. If you're always available, your help stops having value. If you never draw a line, people will keep crossing it. If you never show teeth, the world assumes you don't have any. Your goodness becomes weakness because it tells everyone, you can take from me and I won't stop you. Machiavelli said it perfectly. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. You've been trying to survive as a sheep in a world full of wolves, and that's why you keep getting bitten. Drop this in the comments. I protect my energy. Here's something that might shock you. The more you give, the less people appreciate it. Sounds impossible, right? But it's true. Generosity earns applause at first. People praise you. They tell you you're amazing. They post about how kind you are. It feels good. But over time, something twisted happens. Your kindness turns into their expectation. When you help once, they're grateful. Twice, they're thankful. 10 times, now they expect it. And the moment you stop helping, they forget the 9 times you said yes. and only remember the one time you said no. Suddenly, you're the selfish one. You're the bad guy. It's the same story everywhere. Parents who give their kids everything until "thank you" turns into "finally." Friends who once appreciated your help, but now assume you'll always show up. Coworkers who lean on you for everything, yet disappear the second you need them. That's the generosity trap. You give and give until giving becomes your identity. And when you finally need something back, people act like you've betrayed them. See, generosity doesn't create loyalty. It creates dependency. And dependency breeds entitlement. Here's the psychology behind it. Humans adapt fast to good things. It's called hedonic adaptation. The more good they get, the quicker it stops feeling special. Your help becomes normal. Your kindness becomes invisible. But the one time you say no, that stands out like thunder in silence. That's what they remember. You stay late at work 10 times. No one notices. Leave on time once, and they say you've changed. You compromise in a relationship again and again, no problem. Stand your ground once, and suddenly you're difficult. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago when he wrote, "Benefits ought to be conferred gradually. That way they will be tasted better." He knew something we forget. Scarcity creates value. Abundance destroys it. So remember this. If you want your kindness to mean something, stop giving it to everyone all the time. Give with precision, not addiction. Drop this in the comments. I give strategically. Here's a truth that might make you uncomfortable. People don't care if you're actually good. They only care if you look good. Society worships appearances, not reality. You can have a pure heart, clean intentions, and honest motives. But if you don't control how you're perceived, none of it matters. This is what Machiavelli meant when he said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few know what you really are." The world doesn't judge your soul. It judges your image. That's why the most powerful people, the ones who rise, lead, and influence, don't just act good. They use goodness as a tool. They smile in public but make hard choices in private. They show mercy when it serves them and strength when it's needed. They know the appearance of virtue can be more powerful than virtue itself. This isn't hypocrisy, it's strategy. Think of it like surgery. When a doctor cuts into a patient, it looks brutal, but it's necessary to save a life. Is the doctor cruel? No. They're doing what must be done. True goodness works the same way. Sometimes being genuinely good means looking bad for a moment. Saying no instead of yes, disciplining instead of pleasing, walking away instead of staying silent. The mask of virtue isn't about deception, it's about timing. It's knowing when to show your soft side and when to reveal your steel. Most people get it backwards. They show weakness to their enemies and strength to their friends. The wise do the opposite. Remember this. If people see you as weak, they'll treat you as weak. If they see you as strong, they'll treat you with respect. Control the image, and you control the narrative. Drop this in the comments. I control my image. Everything you do has a cost. Every favor, every yes when you wanted to say no. Every hour you spend fixing someone else's problems instead of building your own dreams. Good people rarely think about this. They give until they're empty, and then wonder why they feel drained, resentful, and invisible. But here's the reality. Your time, your energy, your focus, they're currencies. And if you don't learn how to spend them wisely, the world will spend them for you. Unlimited kindness is financial suicide for your soul. You cannot pour endlessly and expect to stay full. Think about airplane safety instructions. Put your own oxygen mask on first, then help others. Why? Because if you pass out while saving someone else, now 2 people need rescuing instead of 1. Life works the same way. If you exhaust yourself helping everyone, you'll eventually become someone who needs help. You can't save anyone from the bottom of an empty tank. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's strategic survival. For years, I said yes to everything, every favor, every quick call, every just 5 minutes. I thought it made me a good person. But all it made me was tired, bitter, and behind on my own purpose. My dreams sat on hold while I helped other people chase theirs. And when I finally needed support, silence. That's when I realized something crucial. Saying yes to everyone means saying no to yourself. And when you abandon yourself long enough, everyone loses, including those you are trying to help. The truth is, the greatest givers in history weren't the ones who said yes to everything. They were the ones who said no to most things, so they could say yes powerfully to the right ones. Machiavelli said, "He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command." And you cannot command others if you can't command your own time, energy, and boundaries. Leadership starts with self-discipline. Power begins with control. So from now on, protect your energy like treasure. Your strength, your time, your attention, that's your capital. Drop this in the comments. I protect my resources. Let's get one thing clear. I'm not telling you to stop being kind, honest, or generous. I'm telling you to stop wasting those gifts. Your virtues are like weapons. A sword on a shelf protects no one. But in the hands of a skilled warrior, used at the right moment, it can save a kingdom. Your goodness should work the same way. Not constant, not careless, but precise. When you help, do it intentionally. When you show mercy, do it with purpose. When you give, do it because it moves something forward. Not just because it makes you feel nice. Don't try to be kind to everyone. Be deeply kind to the right people. Don't say yes to everything. Say a powerful yes to what actually matters. Because the truth is, selective goodness multiplies impact. It makes your help more valuable because it's rare. It creates bigger results because it's focused. And it earns more respect because it's deliberate. Think about history's real changemakers. Martin Luther King Jr. wasn't gentle with injustice. He confronted it directly, with power and purpose. Mother Teresa didn't help everyone in the world. She focused fiercely on the poorest of the poor. They weren't just good, they were strategically good. Their kindness had direction. Their mercy had structure. Their goodness had goals. So before you agree to help anyone, ask yourself 3 questions. Does this align with my values and vision? Can I do this without draining myself? Will this person truly respect and appreciate what I give? If any answer is no, your answer should be no. Kindly, firmly, clearly. Because when you say yes, it should be powerful. It should create real value. It should leave a mark. That's how you make your goodness unforgettable. That's how you build loyalty instead of dependence. Machiavelli once said, "The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present." He meant that sometimes keeping one promise means breaking another. Sometimes being good to your future means disappointing someone in your present. Sometimes protecting your purpose means saying no to the people who waste it. Strategic virtue isn't selfish, it's effective. Drop this in the comments. I choose effective kindness. Here's a truth that stings. Gratitude doesn't last. You can give your time, your help, your heart, but people's memories have an expiration date. The first time you help, they're thankful. The second time, appreciative. The third time, they start expecting it. And by the fourth, they're no longer grateful, they're entitled. What once felt like a favor becomes a routine. And when you stop doing it, you're suddenly the bad guy. That's not evil, that's human nature. It's how our brains work. We adapt to good things until we stop noticing them. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. The more kindness people receive, the faster they normalize it. Your extraordinary becomes their ordinary. You help a neighbor move once. They're grateful. Help again. They're comfortable. Help a third time. They assume you'll always show up. Miss the fourth, and you're selfish. This same pattern plays out everywhere. In friendships, at work, in families, in love. The reliable helper becomes the one everyone relies on. And when that person finally sets a boundary, people act betrayed, as if saying no once erases every yes that came before. Here's the hard truth. The more consistently kind you are, the less your kindness is valued. The more available you are, the less special your presence becomes. The more you give, the more people forget it costs you something. That's the illusion of gratitude. We think doing more will make people more grateful. In reality, it often makes them blind. The people who appreciate you most are usually the ones you rarely help. The ones you help the most are often the ones who take you for granted. So, what's the solution? You don't stop being kind. You start being visible with your value. Set boundaries. Let people experience your absence. Give occasionally, not constantly, so your kindness regains its power. Machiavelli wrote, "Men judge more by the eye than by the hand. Everyone can see, but few can feel." He meant that people forget your past kindness the moment you stop showing it. They don't remember what you did. They only see what you're doing now. So stop chasing endless gratitude. Create lasting impact instead. Drop this in the comments. I create lasting impact. The world doesn't care what you meant to do. It only remembers what you did. You can have the purest heart, the best intentions, the most sincere motives. But if your actions don't produce results, history won't remember you. Because here's the brutal truth. Intentions don't change the world. Results do. Would you rather be known as a really nice person who accomplished nothing, or as someone who is firm, focused, maybe even misunderstood, but actually made things better. Most people choose the first option because it feels safer. It feels comfortable to be liked. But being liked never built empires. Being effective did. Sometimes real goodness doesn't look good in the moment. A parent who disciplines their child isn't cruel, they're protecting their future. A teacher who gives tough grades isn't harsh, they're preparing students for life. A leader who says no isn't arrogant, they're defending the mission. Real goodness creates growth, not comfort. It builds strength, not approval. That's where most nice people fail. They chase peace instead of progress. They choose popularity over purpose. They mistake silence for kindness and end up changing nothing. But here's the difference between nice and good. Nice people avoid conflict. Good people resolve it. Nice people say what others want to hear. Good people say what needs to be heard. Nice people maintain comfort. Good people create change. The world is full of nice people who never made a difference. What it needs are good people who deliver results. Machiavelli wrote, "The end justifies the means." Most people misunderstand that line. It's not permission to do evil, it's a reminder that your intentions mean nothing if they don't produce something real. People can't live inside your heart. They live with the consequences of your actions. So stop asking, will they like me? Start asking, will this actually make things better? Because when you focus on outcomes, your goodness gains power. You stop being nice. You start being impactful. Drop this in the comments. I focus on outcomes. Let's talk about the one thing that truly matters. What you leave behind. History doesn't celebrate the nice. It celebrates the ones who endured. The ones who survived long enough to make a difference. Can you name 5 really nice people from history? Probably not. But you can name 5 who changed history, even if they weren't always easy to like. Steve Jobs wasn't known for being gentle. He demanded excellence, pushed people past their limits, and reshaped how billions live. Was he nice? Not always, but he left a mark that will outlive him by centuries. That's the truth most people miss. You can't leave a legacy if you don't survive long enough to build it. And survival in business, in relationships, in life requires more than kindness. It requires strength, wisdom, and strategy. The kindest people can't help anyone if they're crushed by those who exploit them. The most generous can't give if they've given everything away. The most honest can't speak truth if they've been silenced by those who prefer lies. You must protect yourself first, not out of selfishness, but so your goodness can last. Get strong so you can lift others. Get wise so you can lead others. Get strategic so your kindness actually creates change. That's not cruelty, that's preservation. That's how goodness survives. Look at every person who ever built something that mattered. They weren't pushovers. They weren't people pleasers. They said no. They made hard decisions. They understood that being good doesn't mean being weak. It means being powerful enough to choose goodness when it counts. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." What he really meant was, Respect lasts longer than affection. Impact matters more than popularity. Results outlive feelings. You don't have to choose between being good and being strong. You can be both. But if you ever must choose strength first. Because only the strong can afford to be truly good. So remember this. Goodness without strategy is a trap. It drains you, exposes you, and leaves you powerless. But goodness with strategy, that's power. That's survival. That's legacy. Now you know the cost of blind kindness, the danger of endless giving, and the difference between meaning well and making change. So the question is no longer, are you a good person? The real question is, will your goodness make you weak, or will it make you powerful? The choice is yours. Choose wisely. Your goodness is not your weakness. Used strategically, it becomes your greatest strength. Drop this final affirmation in the comments. I master strategic goodness. And remember, in a world full of wolves, don't be a sheep. Be the shepherd. Protect with wisdom. Lead with strength. And let your legacy speak louder than your intentions.